Hello and welcome to Sugar Buzz Wholesale Bakery logo project presented by Jeff Blunt, Western Carolina University, ENT 645-50, summer of 2015. This is our current logo for Sugar Buzz Bakery, Baking a Better Community. It's for our wholesale operation based out of Denver, North Carolina. We're going to discuss a little bit about the thought process behind the logo and how we came up with Sugar Buzz Bakery. Obviously, first of all, the catchy name. It's very easy to remember Sugar Buzz. It's definitely something that our clients can remember. But more importantly, we wanted something where the ingredient was integrated and there was a descriptor. Obviously, you'd want to say Sugar Buzz Bakery, not Sugar Buzz Auto Shop or just Sugar Buzz. Now, granted, the nickname Sugar Buzz has stuck, obviously because it evokes a feeling. You eat a lot of sugar and you get that little rush. And Sugar Rush was obviously one of our options as well, but we felt like Sugar Buzz Bakery went really, really well once we kind of started playing around with some of our clip art that was out there. And we found Buzzy, our little guy here. Buzzy is, as you can tell, he's consumed quite a few of our dessert bars, and he currently has his hand on his belly. So it adds a little bit of playfulness to the concept as well, and allows them to realize that even though we're all business, we like to have a little bit of fun with some of our ingredients as well. And then obviously our tagline down here, Baking a Better Community, we'll be going over that here in just a minute on one of our other taglines. Colors. So obviously there were a lot of colors we could have chose from, and occasionally we'll throw some purple in there because of our creativity. But for our major part of our logo choice, the color itself, you'll notice some of the words that are in here: hospitality, joy, community, pleasure, and then of course loyalty. But we also found that orange was just a very food-friendly color. It evoked some of those wonderful things and thought processes of wanting to have something tasty and delicious, much like when you see an orange, that flavor is brought already into your brain as to something that's there and delicious. So we went with that. The thought process behind the font and usage in the logo. This was our original font usage here. You'll notice it's called Curly Q. And we found that even though it was nice and playful, it wasn't formal enough. And neither was it cost effective. This kind of logo artwork is much more expensive to have reproduced than the logo as far as the font that you see that we used in the actual logo in the end. So cost effective wise, this worked much better, and the colors were much bolder than using the thin curly Q font as well. And when you look at our new choice, the offerings that it gave us was obviously some block lettering. It helped with signage. It helped with print. It allowed us to produce some of our own artwork in the shop as well. So this really does help when you're choosing your font. You need to have something you can read. Tagline, Baking a Better Community. We felt going into this venture that it is extremely important that you make sure that your chefs realize that you are community focused and not just out there for a buck. As I've said time and time again, we want to make an impact, and an impact puts us in line with other thought processes that our chefs and purveyors and other entrepreneurs that own small restaurants and cafes are also in line with. For instance, Farm to Fork and sustainability. We want to make sure that we're in line with their beliefs as well. And Baking a Better Community really does help with that tagline, put us in line with all of our customers. Well, that's it for today. Hopefully that gives you a nice little overview of our logo and allows you to see a little bit into how we chose Buzzy to be our little mascot, and the name Sugar Buzz Bakery for Sugar Buzz Bakery's wholesale logo moving into the future. Thank you so much for joining us. This was Jeff Blunt with Western Carolina University's Entrepreneurship Program. Thank you and have a great day.